Today, I'm going to show you how to get started with freelancing in 2026 as a Nigerian. The year is winding off and there is a whole lot of things to think about. There is tasks to think about. There is cash flow to think about. There is your well-being to think about. There is your mental space to think about. And there is how to earn to think about. And so hence the reason why I'm going to show you the proper way that you should get started learning and becoming a freelancer in 2026 so you can go all the way to earn money without all the fluff. And I know that one question that you would ask is, why should you be the one teaching me how to make money or how to, earn a living as a freelancer? The reason is because I've been doing this for a very long time now. I've been doing this for say 8 years, and I think I know what it takes to show you how to earn money as a freelancer. As someone who has been freelancing for the past 8 years, I've been there, done that. I've made thousands for privacy reasons. I really don't want to show you all my accounts, but I'm pretty sure that I've made fairly good income building products for solopreneurs using no-code tools. I mean, in the no-code niche, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't list top 5 persons in Africa without calling me. I've been teaching solopreneurs and I have been building apps for solopreneurs using no-code for a very, very long time now. And I have 30K subscribers on YouTube to show for it. And there's a whole lot of reasons why I use YouTube, and probably if you could keep on going with the channel, you'll definitely know why I use YouTube and how I get clients from different platforms and how I make a living from freelancing. So let's go back to learning. The real opportunity in the freelance market in 2026 is really, really, really huge. With the whole technology in place, AI and a whole lot of things coming in place, remote work, and there's a whole lot of remote work and there's a whole lot of clients to work for in 2026. As a Nigerian, you are able to work from someone anywhere and everywhere. Thank God that the banking sector, they have reduced the difficulty in receiving money abroad, even though there's tax now, which I understand, but there's a whole better way to avoid a whole lot of taxes, which I'm going to show you in a different video entirely. So you will be able to access opportunity, especially opportunities from the US. The US is the biggest market. I love the US, I love Canada, and I love Britain because they pay very well for the skill that you have. And even South Africa is also a very big market too. I'm going to cover this in a different tutorial, biggest markets to target as a Nigerian freelancer. Don't worry. And also, number 2, skills-based hiring right now has taken off. It is way more lucrative to be in this market than to take certificate all over the place. Freelancing is a job, or is it freelancing is you working for yourself based on the skill that you have. It's not really so much a certificate, even though having a certificate can also help when you're freelancing, but it's not so much about the certificate. It's about what you can do, the value that you can bring to other people. And also, same as number 1, remote work means that you're going to earn a whole lot higher. For example, if you're doing a graphic design for a client in Nigeria, you might earn maybe 30K, 50K, 100K, 200K. And that same graphic design, you could do it for 1,000, you could do it for 500, you could do it for a whole lot more. I remember when I started freelancing with web design, I could do a web design job here in Nigeria when I just got started for 35K, for 75K. I remember that. But once I started to learn how to get clients from outside the country, I started to get design jobs for say 500, 5,200, 800, but it was way higher. And one thing that I love about these clients that I was working for, they had fewer expectations compared to the Nigerian clients that I was used to. Working for Nigerian guys, working for Nigerian business means that somebody wants to build a story building for the cost of building a one-room apartment, and which can be very stressful. So the freelance market is not a place where you go and just pluck money. You just go and pluck money because you think you're a freelancer. I can tell you that 90% of freelancers are not making any money because they've refused to focus on these rules, right? So when you're getting started as a freelancer, or probably you're entering into 2026, these are some of the mindset that you should have in 2026. Number one, your result will depend on your skill level and your expertise on what you do. If your skill level is really, really terrible, like you are all over social media saying that you're able to achieve a particular result for people, but you do not know how to achieve that result in real sense, it means that people will not do business with you. So your skill level has to be very, very good. And you don't have to be an expert. You just need to have a skill level that is good. Let's say, for example, the skill level is from 1 to 10, or probably from 0 to 10. If you are a 2, then it's a very good thing. If you're a 3, if you're a 1, it's a very good thing. As long as you're not 0, you're not 0.5. 0 is that point where everybody just keep on evolving. But if you are a 1, if you're a 2, then it makes a whole lot of sense, right? Number 2 is how well you execute. How well you execute all the skills that you have, right? How well you execute the skills that you have. And number 3 is your willingness to follow up on what you say you're going to do, and then learn from your mistakes and iterate, right? With iteration, I mean, you learn what's not working, and then you say, oh, I think this is working, I think this is not working. So you're dropping what's not working and you're following up with what's working. That's it. I remember that when I began freelancing, I realized that when I am on a one-on-one call with a client that is not Nigerian, sometimes I get jittery, I get a bit anxious because I think they are white people and they are going to look at me less, right? But I knew that wasn't working, because that made me charge really low, right, for my skill. And I knew that I needed to work on my self-confidence. I knew that I needed to charge a whole lot more, because I saw what my contemporaries, my fellow builders in the US was charging. So I knew I needed to charge a whole lot more, and working on my self-confidence became a priority for me. So that was something that wasn't working, and I needed to learn something that was working, which was making sure that I see myself as somebody who has a whole lot of value to give to other people. And another thing that your result will depend on, your result will also depend on market conditions in your specific industry. There are lots of industries that are dying right now, and you don't want to niche down to those industries. You don't want to go to those industries because you'll likely not see result, except you're very, very, very specific and you're an expert in that industry. I'm not saying that you're a 0, you're a 1, you're a 2. I'm saying like probably you're a 5, you're a 6, you're a 7 in that industry. Then you can stay there and you'll be among a few persons who are very, very good and are making money. But if your sector is dying, then you don't want to stay there. For example, record input. I mean, a lot of people used to make money from inputting records on tables for clients, but now with AI and a whole lot of other tools, it's not a very, very lucrative niche anymore. And lastly, you have to impute effort. How much effort are you willing to put into your freelance journey in 2026? It's going to take as much as 0 to 6 months in order for you to begin to get tiny jobs consistently. So you can see that this freelance thing is not a one-day job. I've been doing this thing for a very long time. I remember when I started using YouTube as a way to get clients for myself, and growing my YouTube channel from 1 to 500 was a hassle. It was difficult. It wasn't something that was easy. It was really, really difficult. Growing my YouTube channel from 0 to 1,000 was something else. But growing from 1,000 to 5,000 wasn't very, very difficult. It just came. But from 0 to 500 was very difficult. So that's something you have to think about. Going from not earning anything to earning 500 per gig, it's going to be difficult. Even doing 200 is going to be difficult. Doing 100 is going to be difficult. But once you are able to cross that threshold and you do it again and again and again, then it's not going to be very difficult for you anymore. Once you cross 1,000, you now have confidence. You know that God is helping you. You know that, you just know that everything is in your side. God is in your side. You have confidence. Your skill set is sharp and you are able to, charge a whole lot more. So this is the way you will do it. This is the way you will pick a skill when you want to get into freelancing. If you're new, fine. If you're somebody who has been on this stuff and you've not been getting gig, this is the way you'll pick a skill. So you will take your notepad and write out 3 things from your day job that you do very, very well. If you're a teacher, you just have to write 3 things that you do very well. If your children enjoy it, that you teach playfully, then that's a skill. If your children enjoy that, you are able to get children to read as fast as possible, then that's a skill. From your day job, if you're an accountant, write 3 things that you do on a daily basis that you do very well. If you're an executive assistant, write 3 things that you do very, very well. If you're a pastor, write 3 things that you do very well. Maybe when you teach about some aspects of the Bible, people understand you a whole lot more. Probably when you teach about some topics of the Bible, people understand you very well. But just pick 3 things that you do very, very well in your day job. So another place where you can actually get your freelancing skill from is that you pick from your hobbies and from your interest. Right? Because a lot of people say, I don't have a skill, I don't have a skill, but they have a whole lot of hobbies and they have interest. For me, one of the way I picked my skill, which is building products for solopreneurs and experts who are very, very busy, who want to retire early. The way I picked my skill was that I knew that I love products. I love products, I love communications, and I needed to pick something that was in between that particular niche, right? So you have to pick from your hobbies and from your interests. It could be coloring. Coloring is fine, really. People make a lot of money from coloring. It could be book writing. It could be making people laugh. It could be talking, if you know how to talk properly. It could be video editing. It could be you knowing how to arrange things. It's fine. Just write down 3 hobbies that you think you like, or if you don't have any hobby, you can write down 3 interests that you think you enjoy, right? And lastly, pick something from your life experience, right? Things happen every day. Things happen every day. There are problems around you every day. Pick 3 things from your life experience and be like, oh, I think I've experienced this. I don't like the way it is. I want it to be like this. There are a lot of times you're going through the road in Nigeria and you say, oh, this street light is not good. I don't like the way it is. This food is not tasty. I don't like the way it is. There are a lot of things around you that you do not like. So pick something from those experiences, and that might be something that you can sell to other people. So once you are able to have all of this stuff, every other thing becomes secondary. Every other thing becomes secondary. The next thing would be marketing, putting yourself in different places so that you are able to gain visibility. We'll talk about that in this channel a whole lot more. But what we just explained right now is the basics. The basics is knowing what you're getting into, knowing the opportunities that are available, picking your skill set and picking the interest, picking what appeals to you, and then defining the value that you bring to the market. Once you're able to do all of that, then freelancing in 2026 becomes very, very easy. The rest is so secondary. It means that you're putting in the work and you're getting visibility. You're learning, you're getting visibility. You're learning, you're getting visible, and the clients coming to you and doing business with you will be an afterthought, right? Thank you very much for watching this video. It's so good to know that you want to better your life in 2026. If you have a question or comments, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'll definitely do well to answer you. I respond to every of my comments, and I'm pretty sure by the time you're watching this video, there's going to be a newsletter link down there. Feel free to click on it, put your email so you can get very juicy emails from me on freelancing every single week. Thank you. I'll see you in a different tutorial entirely.